An organization's tech stack is at the heart of its efficiency, but often these clusters of tools become overgrown and messy, leading to inefficiencies and wasted budget. Welcome to RevOps 101, the series where we break down the key revenue operations topics into bite-sized pieces to help you thrive in your career, brought to you by the Revenue Operations Alliance. In this episode, we'll break down the 5 common challenges RevOps pros face when building a tech stack, including integration, cost, complexity, changing needs, and executive decisions. But first, we'll explain why tech stacks are so important in revenue operations. Why a RevOps tech stack is so important. A RevOps tech stack streamlines revenue processes by allowing sales, marketing, and customer success teams to manage the revenue process effectively. Your RevOps tools can foster alignment between these revenue-generating functions by easily sharing customer information and data. By using the same tools, your teams can also better understand cross-collaborative processes. At the end of the day, your revenue function wouldn't run without the help of technology. A poor or misaligned tech stack can cause blockers and slow down your sales pipeline. On the other hand, optimizing your tools can boost your team's efficiency, improving your customer experience across the customer journey, and ultimately leading to increased revenue growth. Challenges of building a RevOps tech stack. You'll face many challenges when building a new tech stack. Here are the 5 most common challenges to be aware of so you can mitigate problems down the line. 1. Integration. There are loads of tools out there, and while they might function great in isolation, you might find they don't integrate with your other tools quite as nicely. Finding tools that can seamlessly integrate into each other is the true key to an effective revenue operations tech stack. Sometimes you might need to sacrifice a tool's functionality quality to gain a more integrated and streamlined tech stack overall. 2. Cost. Some tools are pricier than others, but for the most part, tools are expensive. So, building a tech stack of multiple tools can eat up your budget pretty quickly. This is why you should consider your priorities in a tech stack before buying, and be prepared to search for a cheaper solution. 3. Complexity. Handling lots of integrations and tools in your tech stack can get complicated, especially if it isn't clear what the purpose of each tool is. Dumping tools on top of each other isn't a viable solution to any problem and will result in a tangled mess of tools. Try to solve each of your tech stack needs as simply as possible and consider each function of your current tools before purchasing something new. Overlapping functionality can create confusion and waste valuable resources. It's also worth noting how much maintenance a tool will require and if you have the resources to manage this. For example, CRMs typically require regular data maintenance, and depending on the size of your organization, this might constitute a full-time role. 4. Changing needs. Another challenge of building a tech stack can occur when your organization is going through a big change or regularly changes project scopes. These changes may mean your tool requirements change too. When building your revenue operations tool belt, it's important to consider your functional requirements for the long term and how they might change, especially if you're signing a long contract. 5. Executive decisions. While it might seem easier to make an executive decision about which tools to implement and then roll the new tech out, this isn't ideal. When big sweeping decisions are made by leadership without incorporating the teams that will be affected by the change, you may encounter pushbacks. By involving some stakeholders who will actually be using the tool in your research and allowing them to provide feedback on the potential options, you can avoid resistance and make more informed decisions. To summarize, when building a tech stack, ensure you consider how new tools will integrate with your current tech stack, evaluate your priorities to avoid going over budget, identify the simplest solution to your problem, think about your long-term requirements, and gain buy-in from users as early as possible. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching RevOps 101, and we'll see you in the next video where we dive deeper into the world of revenue operations.